Hi everyone, I hope everyone's having a beautiful day so far. Today I wanted to share the story of how and why I became a vegetarian. I have been a vegetarian for almost 3 years now, and I have loved every minute of it. It has been a very long journey, and it's been constantly a learning process, but that is one of the beautiful things about being a vegetarian is the learning process and constantly improving, learning new things. Now, I do want to disclaim if you are thinking about going vegetarian, that is amazing. If you have no interest in being a vegetarian, that's great too. This is not me trying to push my beliefs on anyone, with the exception of one belief, and that is do what makes you happy, do what brings you joy. For me, being a vegetarian brings me joy. If you like eating meat, that's great. Keep doing that if it's what makes you happy. If you like being a vegetarian or a vegan, that's great too. Always do what makes you happy. Um, so yeah. So I started the process of being a vegetarian. I want to say it was May of 2015. It may have been April, but it was one of the 2 months. And my mom and her and I love going to this vegan restaurant near where my parents live. And the reason being is because my mom has celiac, which, if you don't know what celiac is, look it up. In short, my mom can't have any type of gluten. And this vegan restaurant, everything on the menu is gluten free. So it's a very safe space for her. The food is phenomenal. It's a great space for me as well. It's a very positive space. Even if you're not a vegan or a vegetarian, I definitely recommend trying vegan restaurants. They have some of the coolest things ever. Like, I had a pie made out of sunflowers. I didn't know that was a thing, but it was the greatest thing I've ever had. And this is when I was still eating meat and consuming like animal products, things like that. But yeah, some vegan restaurants have some crazy, crazy, crazy unique things that you would never think would be possible. But I definitely recommend just check one out. But anyway, so we go there. We've been there a couple times now, and for me as a student in college, I loved going to the farmers market, and going to that restaurant really inspired me to just make meals from things from my farmers market, because every time I'd go there, I would feel great afterwards. I'd feel really energized and just ready to continue my day. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to try this. So I did. I didn't fully give up meat. I really just was making most of my meals from things from the farmer's market. So I made a lot of different pestos, different types of zucchini noodles, some different types of burgers. Like, I made a lot of quinoa burgers and zucchini burgers. Just a lot of different things. So I was still getting some things from the grocery store. Like, I would get like maybe like a pack of like chicken tenders or something, but I really wasn't consuming that much meat. And if I was, it was like one chicken tender with like a giant salad, or maybe like one chicken tender with some zucchini noodles and pesto on top of it. Occasionally I would make a slice of avocado toast or hummus toast, and I would put like one slice of turkey on it, but it was very, very, very minimal. Um, so after that summer of 2015, I had completely given up red meat from my diet. And at this point, I had not had pork in probably 4 years, 4 or 5 years at that point. So that wasn't an issue to begin with. Or that wasn't something it wasn't an issue. It was something that just didn't need to be eliminated. So I was really just eating after that summer turkey and chicken. But I eliminated turkey as the next thing, and I was just really just eating chicken. And then probably around October, yeah, because I went on my church retreat in October, and I remember I really wasn't eating any meat then. Again, if I was, it was like maybe like a half a chicken tender or one chicken tender in a blue moon, but I really wasn't consuming too much meat. I was just really craving vegetables, and I stopped craving meat. Now, the reason why I gave up chicken last was because I would still get chicken cravings. Like, I would still go to Chick-fil-A and get like a kids chicken tender meal so I could get the free ice cream. But yeah, chicken was really the only thing I would crave. It was very odd. And one thing I've always done is I tend to eat what I want. I eat what my body tells me that it wants. So truly, it was just saying my body didn't want meat anymore. I lost the taste from it. And even 3 years, almost 3 years into it, I still get chicken cravings. I don't know what it is. Um, when I met with a nutritionist the first time, she had told me if you're gonna eat eggs, you may get chicken cravings. She was saying that just off of patterns that she had with her clients and with her patients that for whatever reason, the ones that eat, I mean, it does make sense. You know, you're still technically eating a chicken if you're eating eggs. Well, chicken eggs, but um, yeah. So she had warned me, like, you know, every one of my patients, they get chicken cravings. And actually, a friend of mine who is also a vegetarian, she tells me all the time, "Oh yeah, it's very weird. I get chicken cravings all the time," and she eats a lot of eggs too. But yeah, so that's really how I became a vegetarian. I really just cut meat out. Oh, I forgot this part. So November was when I just really stopped wanting meat. And I remember I was moving out of my townhouse and moving back home, and it was around Christmas time. It was 2 weeks before Christmas, and I hadn't had meat that whole week. And then Christmas came around, and I was just waking up every morning thinking, I still don't want meat today. I still don't want meat today. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day came around, and I was like, yeah, sorry, Grandma, I don't want your lasagna because I still don't want meat today. And that was really hard because my grandma makes really good lasagna. She's Italian. She makes the best lasagna ever. And to be fair, she makes her lasagna with red meat, so I wouldn't have eaten it anyways. But I didn't have a taste for it. Yeah, that's really all it is. I don't want it anymore. I mean, like I said, occasionally I do get chicken cravings, but they do go away pretty fast. Yeah, that's really it. Now, in terms of how and if I have any tips for people that do want to go vegetarian, I definitely recommend don't do it cold turkey, pun intended. Ha ha ha. Eliminate things. And also, I definitely recommend see a nutritionist, see a dietitian. Um, Reason being, and I am a very firm believer in this, not every diet or lifestyle is suited for everyone's day-to-day life. Um, and that was something I learned very quickly. Um, for me, I do have some health things that I thought I wouldn't be able to go vegetarian for, but I was able to kind of make up for that. Um, but, talk to someone. Hear stories, hear tips, hear what they have to say. It's really going to help you. One thing I was concerned about was not getting enough iron, but, my nutritionist, she really helped me plan out meals and say, okay, eat these foods to get iron. If you aren't able to, maybe take a supplement. And the other thing I was worried about was I have to keep my sodium levels up. So she helped me with ways to keep that up and things like that. So, get help. There's nothing wrong with it. Talk to them. If you are in college, now my nutritionist was actually someone who worked in the medical office. So I was actually able to see her from I'm sorry, not the medical office. It was someone with our fitness center. I was able to see her the first time for free, and then I had to pay after that. But if you are in college, check those resources out. You never know. You might you may have some benefits there, but ask for help. Seek help. Plan ahead, and just go for it. I know, like, with me and my lifestyle, it's worked, and I've been very happy since then. For me, some of the benefits have been my skin cleared up so fast. I mean, I'm someone who has suffered from severe acne. It's one of my biggest insecurities is my acne. My face looks like there's chicken pox on it all the time because of all the acne scars that I have. But my skin cleared up immediately. That was one of the really positive benefits. I had more energy all the time. Um, I was clearer in the head. After that last semester of college I consider it to be my best because I was so much more focused. I was able to think clearly. I did have a lot of anxiety attacks. That, though, was for other reasons. It had to do with a lot of other things I was going through at the time. But other than that, my anxiety actually did go decrease tremendously, tremendously. And I know maybe some people don't think that it maybe did, but trust me, it did. It improved a lot once I started cutting out meat. And that may not be true for everyone, but that's what happened for me. Um, Everyone's different, everyone is unique, and that's one of the most beautiful things about life is that everyone is different. And, just because that's what the benefits were for me, that doesn't mean it's going to be beneficial for you. The other thing that really stopped for me was my eczema. I've always had really bad eczema. Like, I think from the time I was like 3, um, having like dry, flaky skin was my normal. I have not had a bad eczema breakout since giving up meat, so that may have also had something to do with it. But like I said, that's what happened with me. It may not happen for you. You may have other side effects. You may have some positive and negative. I do have some negative. One of my negative ones was that I was eating a lot more and I wasn't always as full. Um, and I'm someone who I enjoy eating. So it wasn't all that bad, but it would get kind of bad if I was like in class or something, and all of a sudden I would get really hungry. And I was not able to eat a snack or anything. That was one. I'm trying to think of another negative one that I had. I know there were some. But yeah. So yes, that's kind of my story. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do have any questions about being a vegetarian or anything, feel free to ask. I'm here to be a resource. At the moment, I don't have any plans on going full vegan. I have decreased my dairy intake. I have not decreased the amount of eggs that I eat because I really do like eggs. I have decreased the amount of dairy intake that I do take in, the amount of dairy that I eat. That's weird. But I still love mac and cheese. I still love queso. Like I said, I don't have any. I don't have any intentions on going full vegan. I do try to use vegan makeup products. Reason being was I just sort of felt if I'm not gonna eat meat, why would I put it on my face? And since doing that, it's also helped my skin. My skin is still really bad underneath all this makeup, but it has helped. And the sensitivity in my skin has also gone down. So my skin's less sensitive since switching to more vegan makeup products and vegan cleansers and things like that. But yeah, that's my story. If you have a story, I would love to hear it. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye.